Hey there, it's Raven Scry. Wowee, we're coming to a close of 2023 shortly, and it has been a massive year for me on so many levels. How has it been for you guys? I know that, even in the last 1 to 2 months, I have just been certainly faced with many things coming up in my path, many triggers, a lot of clearing of bloodlines, but galactic bloodlines. Now, it's come in various different ways, and it's like I have been so overwhelmed with it. And, I think the last element of it has been getting COVID and dealing with all of the ailments in my body as kind of a clearing through of the shedding of these layers that are no longer needed. But it is like I have been doing some quite intensive sessions, quantum sessions, and working with these guides that have been aligning with me to do the next level of my work. And it's been very incredible, the connection and what they present, and it's like, wow. But as they have been coming in, more strongly, it's like that's when COVID presented, and, I've really been having to work through a lot of old stuff, a lot of old layers. So it's been very, very deeply challenging for me, but also very incredibly opening as to the next layers and levels and elements of work that I'm moving toward. So, as I've spoken to you guys, in past videos about this kind of letting go of past layers, I certainly don't get to move away from these readings. Like I am part of this collective, and I'm working through many of these layers with you guys also. So just to speak to that, because we are all so connected, and this whole thing of, we're all one, there's this part of me that's like, yeah, sure, we're all one, but within the work, within the quantum realms, and my work within these fields, it's like I actually see and feel it, and it's like magical. So, there is this interconnectedness between us all and our own experiences that we go through. It's all like this flow-on effect, and we're all affecting each other along the chains. So, yeah, it's very amazing. But today I was reflecting also on crypto, and I've been in the crypto space now for about 3 years, and I've had some amazing gains and some amazing losses, and it's been very triggering for me on so many levels, but it's also been very amazing too. And I was speaking with spirit around. Oh, I can hear birds in the distance. I was speaking with spirit around times to be getting into the market, and really, September, October was like pointing to it, and they made it very clear. So I did DCA into some projects there. So they have done very well as we've moved into this new bull cycle. Now, we certainly are not fully in it yet, and if you're not involved, there's certainly time for that. Spirit has also made me aware that this is a very important opportunity, and within everything and the way it's changing, shifting, moving within the collective, and within the moving through the levels and layers and the letting go of old stuff, it's like it's making way for this new manifestation of what you're moving towards and what you're wanting to dream into reality, into dream, into manifest for you in your future. Now, often in this blend, there has been so much dissonance. It's like, okay, well, being faced with really trying stuff, but then moving toward this new vision, it's like, how do we get a good balance and find the dance with this flow? But they're making me aware that it is time to really start to align ourselves with what we want to manifest moving forward, because there is an opportunity that is here and is going to speed up quite quickly as we head into 2024. Now, this opportunity could, open up funds for homes, for cars, for, community, essentially. It could be different for everybody. Now, I'm talking, on a financial level here. I'm talking much more widely than on a financial level, but specifically in this case, I'm speaking to, making money in crypto to buy things that will support your mission, your story, what you're being put here for, and that may to be execute some new way of being in life or offering to others. It's just like whatever the flow is that comes into you and your dreams and your manifesting, it's like it's going to accelerate who you are and what your energy is. So you can move forward in the fullest, strongest light of who you are. So it certainly is a time to prepare for this. Start to get a sense of, what is aligned with who you are, what is aligned with your essence, with your soul. What have you got to give others that it doesn't even feel like giving? It's like a natural flow of giving and receiving heart and love and beautiful energy. What is this? What do you desire? And Spirit's wanting you to get in touch with that, get a sense of that, so we can dream it into reality and create a stream of flow to come to you, to support you in that way. And that can be through crypto. That's how it feels to be shown here to me. Now, as we head into 2024, it's like there is going to be rapid speeding up taking place. There's going to be volatility in this market always, but it's like it's certainly not worth being left out. Some people are waiting for these massive drops, but it's like the sense that I get is we're not going to get anything that is that significant for the way that we are moving up into 2024, and for this type of mass acceleration that's going to take place. Now, I also feel like mass acceleration within certain sectors is going to be quite elevated, and particularly AI is going to be a big one to speed up into. Now, I'm going to probably look into some particular AI coins, but one that comes to mind that I have some of is Fetch, and it feels like that one's a good one to have. Now, I have also been quite focused on layer 1s, layer 2s. Avalanche has done very well. I do feel that I did a reading a while ago, and Avalanche was big. It's like gonna grow to be quite big. And so if you're looking at it now and like, it's moved up a lot, it's certainly not moved up to what it's going to. And I do get a very sort of buoyant, big feeling with this. Now, Spirit has spoken about this for years, Avalanche, and in the end of the last bull, they were basically saying hang on to Avalanche because that's going to do really well. And so I'm feeling like it's going to definitely go into the hundreds at least in the way that they're showing this to me. Clearly Solana's doing very well. I feel like that is going to be positive, like is going to be a big mover, big growth. Now these have moved, these projects, so they're not these tiny little low caps that some of you are after, but they are bigger, safer bets. And another one is Injective, has done very well, and some of these ones that have done very well will continue to do well, but then there will be these others that will come and fire up, like Theta. Theta, I see it moving up quite nicely as we move into 2024. I'm not going to be looking for massive gains with Theta, but maybe 5x I'd be happy with. And so there's certain kind of a certain dance and a certain flow that everyone's going to get into in the next bull cycle here. And if you are wanting me to connect in with some projects and look into what's going to do well, I certainly will do that. But Spirit just really wants to stress the element of timing here, and that it is time to really get yourself into an aligned place of what you're moving toward, and that being first off, because as soon as you can connect into that, then that opens up that space for the abundance to flow and for the choices that you need to make to get to that flow. So I also was thinking of doing a meditation into 2024 and visiting our future selves to be able to connect with the future self that is already there in what you've manifested, and so you can get some advice and connection there too. So if that's something that you'd be interested in me doing, please pop it down below, let me know, and I'll do that quite soon because it's quite important. So I'm just going to connect in now, just very briefly. I know this video is going a little bit longer than I expected, but I'm just going to connect in very briefly to the crypto space, moving into 2024, and anything that Spirit is wanting to share or show. And I'm going to go into some more in-depth in readings in regards to this later on, but just as a sharing for today. It's interesting, I just looked up at 2222. So as I do these videos, there's always these numbers that pop out at me at very specific spots. But as I connect in to 2024, they show me some quite strong volatility, moving up and moving down. Obviously within charts, that's what we see, but it's almost like, there's trying to navigate where to get in. It's pretty useless in the way that it's being shown, because it doesn't really matter, because once you get in, it goes up, then we go down, but we go up. But essentially it gets to this point in 2024 that we're just going up. It's like there's no way to kind of time it. So, in the way that it's shown, it would be better to gradually ease into DCAing into certain projects that you feel are going to do well, because there's no way to time where we currently are. Like, several months ago, it may have been a little bit different, but where we are now, it's time to kind of get yourself focused and aligned with where you're heading, and then from there work out what coins, and then gradually get yourself into the picture. That would be the best course of action, because as we move into 2024, there is this point. It's like we're in 2024. There's this point that's just like boom. We're on the move, and it's going up quickly, accelerated. It's like, and they show me as I connect to this, it's like they're showing me like in a car and we're speeding up. Someone's put the foot on the accelerator and we are going. Like, it's like, whoa, it's speeding up, everything's speeding up. And within that energy, it's like, hold on. And there's going to be a lot of emotions. And it's like they show me these emotions that are just going in circles and cycles, and worry and fear and like excitement. But it's like, to get clarity in that place is going to be difficult. It's like we're not quite there yet, but when we get into that energy, it's like if you're not aligned with what you're wanting to move toward, it's going to become hard and harder to hear your inner self unless you really are able to find that stillness. So yes, time to start to really get a sense of what we're moving into here and this opportunity, and making steps toward preparing yourself for what's about to come. So it's very exciting. I'm feeling like uplifted. I'm feeling the vibes as we move into the new year. Please share with me below what your dreams are. Start to speak it, start to share it. And as you speak it and share it, it's like it's connecting with other people's energy. And other people are viewing it. And so it's like they're supporting to bring it into a reality for you also. So please share below. I'd love to hear. Okay, I'm going to see you again soon with some new videos. But until then, blessings to all. Raven Scry signing off.